Can you solve this maths Olympic question on the board? Now look at what you are given. We are going that x to the power of s to the power of 4 is equals to what? 36. And we are expected to find the value of x in this what? Olympic what? Question. Now what are we going to do? There's no need of us stressing ourselves. We can go to somewhere and say let the power here, which is x to the power of 4, let x to the power of 4 equals to any variable of our choice, which is q. That means our what? Our s will be equals to the fourth root of what? Of q, by taking the fourth root of both sides, right? Now we have to keep this safe. We have to use it, okay? Now let's substitute this into this. So we know that our x is the fourth root of q. So in place of s, we have what? Into the fourth root of what? The fourth root of q, then all to the power of what? Q, which is represent 4 to the power of s, equals to what? 30 what? 36. Wow, this is amazing, right? This is our first step. In our second step, what we're going to do, by obeying the properties of indices, we know that the fourth root of q can also be seen as into q to the power of 1 over what? 4, all to the power of q is equals to what? 30 what? 36. And remember again that by the properties of indices, the index inside the parentheses can multiply the index outside. So you have that this is q to the power of what? Q divided by 4 is equals to what? 30 what? 36. And for us to remove this 4 from here, because we're looking for q, we have to multiply both powers by 4. So that this is into q to the power of q divided by 4, all to the power of 4 is equals to what? Into 36 to the power of what? 4. Now this will cancel out this. We see that q to the power of q is equals to what? 36 to the power of what? 4. Wow, this is amazing. But remember that 36 you're seeing can also be expressed in index form as what? 6 to the power of 2, because 6 times 6 is what? 36. So in place of this, this is what? Q to the power of q is equals to into 6 to the power of 2, or to the power of 4. And again, the index inside the parentheses you're seeing here can also multiply the index outside the word parentheses by the properties of what? Indices, right? So it means that q to the power of q is equals to what? Q to the power of what? 8. Sorry, q to the power of q is equal to 6 to the power of 8, because 2 times 4 will give us what? 8. At this point, what are we going to do? Because our target is to find q. Because if you can determine the value of q, we are getting our value of what? X. Wow, this is amazing, right? Now observe that the base here is q, the power here is q. But the base here is 6 and the base here is what? 8. So this and this are not the same. So we cannot equate them. But what are we going to do? Do you know we can take the natural logarithm of both sides? That means the natural logarithm of what? Q to the power of q is equals to the natural logarithm of what? 6 to the power of 8. So by obeying the logarithm properties, this can also go back to become what? Q ln what? Ln q is equals to 8 ln what? Ln 6. And again, by the properties of logarithm, that e to the power of ln a is equals to what? A. This is one of the properties of what? Logarithm, right? So it means that this can also be seen as what? E to the power of what? Ln q multiplied by what? By ln q is equals to 8 ln what? Ln 6. Now, by obeying the Lambda Derivative function, that the Lambda of what? Into a multiplied e to a is equals to a. This is the properties of Lambda what? W what? Function. It implies taking lambda of both sides. That means the lambda of what? Into e multiplied by e to e multiplied by e raised to the power what? Ln q multiplied by what? Ln q is equals to the lambda derivative function of into 8 multiplied by ln what? Ln 6, which is natural logarithm of 6, right? And all this will just give us what? Ln q, by obeying the properties of this, right? We just give us natural logarithm of q equals to the derivative function of what? Into 8 ln what? 6, which is natural logarithm of 6. And since this is in base e, it implies that e raised to the power of the real function of into 8 ln what? Ln 6 is equals to what? Q. That means we are getting the value of q, right? So since we're getting the value of q, it's easy for us to find the value of x. It implies that our x will be equals to the fourth root of what? Of e raised to the power of the w function of what? Into 8 ln what? Ln 6, right? And this is the value of x to this particular question. Remember, it is not all calculators that have this what? Operation, which is called the lambda what? W what? Function. And remember, the lambda W function you are hearing about is the product of what? Logarithm. So this is the solution to this question. If any other approach you can use to solve this question, also don't hesitate to drop in the comment section so that others can also learn from it. But from this is the solution to this question. And at this point, I cannot simplify this because remember I said earlier that it's not all calculators that have this lambda what? Function. Okay, but this is the solution to this question, right? So thank you so much for watching. Please, if you find it interesting, don't hesitate to like, comment, and share to along ones so others will learn from it. And again, if you're not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe so that anytime you do exciting videos, you'll be notified. So thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye bye.